Welcome back to News 12 Now. This morning, we're so glad you're waking up with us. Well, Super Bowl is right around the corner, and you might want to get your menu ready a little early. So joining us now is Rosemary Palmer from My Home and Travels. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here this morning. This looks amazing. It's hard to believe Super Bowl is right around the corner.
Right. It's not quite how most of us around here want.
Absolutely.
But I know people that throw Super Bowl parties that don't even watch football all year round, but that
And they love the
party.
food. Absolutely. They love the food. And you have some great stuff that is out here right now. We're going to talk first about a little bit of a spicy dip that a lot of folks will love.
This is a buffalo chicken dip that I made actually in the crock pot. You can fix it in the oven if you don't have a crock pot. But it's basically just your shredded chicken, your buffalo sauce, your favorite hot sauce, cream cheese and cheeses. Let it cook a couple hours, garnish it up, then serve it with your favorite chips, celery and carrots, because you know you try to be healthy with celery and carrots, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Cut back on some of the calories there.
But a lot of this, you hear a lot about buffalo chicken dishes and things, and I was just talking to you about, do you know where
it originated?
It originated in Buffalo, New York in 1964 at a little restaurant called the Anchor Bar. I've actually been there. We stopped there when we were on a road trip, and they said, why did you serve blue cheese with it and celery? And it's like, that's what we had on hand. So that's how it got started. Yeah.
Wow.
But, and something else that's in here is ranch dressing. And a lot of people that really like blue cheese could add blue cheese dressing instead of ranch, but my family's more of a ranch, so I do that.
You put ranch actually inside.
Yes, ranch dressing and the buffalo sauce.
It looks amazing.
All the recipes are on my website so that you can find, and then just, like I said, serve it up. I like these small crock pots because they're great to serve on your table in. Then if you have a big crock pot, you might want a double recipe.
It takes up so much room.
You can just refill from this and keep it warm.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, you have some pizza sliders here as well.
I call these my Supreme Pizza Sliders because it's got a lot of stuff on it. And it's basically what you like on a pizza, you could put on a slider. And you just start with like the Hawaiian rolls, everybody's favorite sweet rolls.
Those, yes.
And you want to cut them in half. And I have this little handy dandy, it's called a cake leveler, but it's great when you want to cut your bread and things in even slices. You can just slice it through. There's a link on my website also. Or always use a serrated knife.
Right.
But you will find that when you use this, you
Look,
really
it comes
come
off
up
as one piece there. Wow.
It's really, and then you start filling it in with your sauces and all your toppings and your cheeses. A little hint about this is you do want to have all of your vegetables. I saute them just a little bit. I don't cook them, but you want to get them just a little bit soft because when you do put all this back in the oven, you're really just heating it up.
Right.
And put all your toppings on there, and then you would replace
anything you like on your pizza.
Right. This has pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, onions, peppers, mozzarella cheese, and then you can see it's got a little topping here.
I don't know if you guys can see that on the top there. It's a little brown. It looks delicious.
Right. It's a herb butter topping. It's a little bit of melted butter with Italian seasoning, garlic powder, and parsley, and you would just brush that on there. And that's really good too, that anytime you're having breadsticks or French bread, maybe with your spaghetti, make that up. It's real easy. You usually have all of those things on hand to make it.
And it makes a pretty color on the top.
It does. It helps brown it. That butter does a little bit. If you wanted to stay away from it, you could probably use olive oil, but I'm a butter person.
You're
I love butter. Yes.
Now you have all of these recipes that are on your website. Tell folks if they want to learn more about some of these dishes or any other tips that you might have, how can they do that?
Right. Go to My Home and Travels. I always suggest people go to Pinterest at My Home and Travels, make a board with my recipes. That way when they say, oh, I saw her on TV with that, they'll have it right there. Watch for more recipes coming up. I got to visit the HGTV Dream Home a couple weeks ago. You're going to see a preview of that. I've got next week is National Chocolate Cake Day on Monday, so I think I'm coming back with a new recipe.
Great. Oh, I'm excited about that.
I'll have chocolate cake for you next week.
That sounds perfect. Now, again, if folks would like to get some of these decorations, you actually said you got this stuff at the dollar store.
These came from Dollar Tree. You get 2 gold posts for $1, and then the footballs were $1 each. I actually had hoped to be bringing some Titan Blue in this morning. We have a few Titan items, but I thought I would keep it generic for all the Super Bowl. Or these are great recipes too for after school, your kids coming home from sports.
Absolutely. I'm going to make these sliders. My kids would love these.
And it's good that's why I say what you like, add on there. You may even want to add Italian sausage, hamburger meat, leave the mushrooms off, anything that you want, make it your own.
Great advice. Thank you, Rosemary, for joining us this morning. Well, again, if you want some more information, you can go to myhomeandtravels.com. Rosemary is coming back next week, and I'm so excited. She said she's making chocolate cake. The recipe will be next Monday. But for right now, stay tuned. We'll be right back with much more of News 12 Now this morning. Your top local stories are coming up right after this short break.